And then all of a sudden, everybody in the room that knew it started singing, and it was like, no one ever sings Taylor Swift on ayahuasca.
At what point did you discover sort of the intersection of music and mind expansion or psychedelics?
Well, living in the mountains pre-internet, there wasn't a lot to do. And at one point in high school, we discovered psychedelics, and we would go out into the woods and take mushrooms and bring our instruments. When you're in that state, surrounded by nature, a lot of things open up. We learned to play music, we learned to sing together, we learned to explore, we learned to not be afraid of it. So me and my buddies, our band, would bring people into the woods, and then we would all take mushrooms, and then we would have these experiences for hours at a time.
So explain the approach to taking the stuff that was sort of born in ceremonies and sort of making a record that's just enjoyable, hopefully for everybody.
Well, I think you hit on the word is enjoyable, right? And ultimately, as humans, we pursue happiness. And oftentimes, say plant medicine or that word medicine, medicinal, is to alleviate suffering. And sitting in psychedelic ceremony, particularly at ayahuasca at first, I was flooded with all these new sounds and a new vibration and a new depth of music. What's beautiful about the plants is that we have this symbiotic relationship. You know, we breathe out, they breathe in. A lot of this work, it's the shamans in the Amazon, you know, they write these songs called the Icaros, and these are songs that they say are handed to them by the plants. They're out in nature, and they come back and receive these songs and sing them as healing tools in ceremony. Now, I'm not a shaman and I don't have the Amazon in my backyard, but I am a musician who's committed to healing music. And part of the work is, rather than be a judge, just be a witness to what's happening. And so I think that's the point of this album, is giving people something that feels good. And feeling good doesn't just mean happy. Feeling good could be inspirational or deep. And so I think that's the point. You know, music is the medicine. One element about this album that is really dear to my heart is it accomplishes what I'm all about as a musician, which is range. Each song encapsulates its own little universe. And I think we were really successful in bringing each piece to life in contrast with the others. My hope is within 15 songs, with a whole lot of different variety and contrast, certain songs will land with certain people.
Tell me about Deep Like the Ocean. That was one of the first songs you played me, and I went, that's from another planet, another universe.
Yeah, I love Deep Like the Ocean because it was the first song that I'd written like that. I just heard this vibe in my head of the shruti box, which is the instrument I play, and a lot of times it's sang in like kirtan music and like Hindu traditions. Deep like the ocean, high like a mountain, wide like the river, flowing like a fountain. So that's just the intro, but what got me excited about it is grabbing the shaker, and then it's like, dawn of time before the earth was nothing but spoken word, and it's like, I'm a hicklebuck from the mountains, so I'm like, how do I like get in there with my white boy panache and freaking, you know, like whip this thing into gear? And I hadn't really heard that style before. Deep like the ocean, high like a mountain, wide like the river, flowing like a fountain. Deep like the ocean, high like a mountain. So I have 4 daughters, and so I listen to a lot of popular music. And the song Karma came up, and like, I actually really like this song a lot. One of the groups I sit with, the leader, I sent him the Taylor Swift song. I'm like, hey, here's my dirty little secret. I really like this Taylor Swift song. And I sat in ceremony with him, and I had him start with another song with me. I'm like, hey, would you get my back? And I started playing this medicine song, and then I transitioned into Karma. And then all of a sudden, everybody in the room that knew it started singing, and it was like, no one ever sings Taylor Swift on ayahuasca. But I got the whole room doing it, and then at the end, everybody's like, that was so amazing. They're like, did you write that? Or like, dude, I can't believe you brought in Taylor Swift. I never heard it like that. So anyway, sitting down to record Taylor Swift on an album like this, using the instruments that we do, that became a really fun, creative event for us, I think.
Yeah, just a single note. How do you feel when you look back on the record and you listen to it now? What goes through your mind?
Well, I was just traveling a bit and hadn't listened to anything in about 10 days or so, and then I put it on again. I'm like, I really freaking love this. And I don't think artists can say that a lot. I think artists downplay their work, or they make excuses or exception, or they think that there's something short. And for me, I'm just like, hey, this is the coolest thing I've ever done to this point, and I'm super proud of it.
That's great, because as a producer on the record, I can say the same thing. I just made something with someone that's very beautiful, and I'm really proud. And as I send it out, I said, this was made from the heart. I hope it connects with yours.
Yeah, there's something powerful about that, bigger than we know.
Deep like the ocean, high like a mountain, wide like the river, flowing like a fountain. Deep like the ocean, high like a mountain, wide like the river, flowing like a fountain. Day and night with its rotation, epicenter of creation, to the fish and to the birds, their dancing song, a sacred verse.